morning, dear children. Today we are going to start with a new chapter of Vista's book, The Enemy, written by Paul S. Burke. She was born in 1892 and died in 1973. She was an American writer and novelist. She had a Chinese name Sai Zhenchu, as she spent her childhood in China and being the daughter of missionaries. She was awarded the Pulitzer Award in 1932 and the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1938. Now we are going to proceed further about the story. The story highlights a Japanese doctor who saves the life of an American prisoner of war and rises above narrow national prejudices. He risks his own honor, career, position and life by sheltering a war prisoner of the enemy camp and saving his life. The author has beautifully portrayed the conflict in the doctor's mind as a private individual and as a citizen with a sense of national loyalty. Now we will see the setting of the story. The story takes place on a coastal town of Japan in the year 1941 when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, a war going on between America and Japan. Japanese were hostile to the Americans and ready to kill any American found in their soil. So this is the setting where the story has been started on what is the background of the story. This story, The Enemy, gives the message that humanism transcends all man-made prejudices and barriers. Dr. Sadao upholds the ethics of medical profession in treating an enemy. The story is a great lesson of peace, love, sympathy, fellow feeling and humanism. Now we will just go through the characters of the chapter, main characters. Dr. Sadao, a Japanese doctor, his wife, Hannah, American prisoner, Tom, general who was a sick Japanese general who needs Sadao for his help. Yumi, the maid servant who used to take care of the children of Sadao and his wife. Domestic servants who rebelled for the treatment of the enemy. Now, quickly we will just go through the summary of the chapter. Sadao was a Japanese surgeon. He studied in America and returned with Hannah, a Japanese girl whom he met there and married her in Japan and settled down comfortably. While most of the doctors were sent to serve the Japanese army in the World War II, Sadao was allowed to stay home because he was wanted by the old general who was dying. But one night into his uneventful life came an American Navy man, shot, wounded and dying. Though unwilling to help his enemy, Sadao took the young soldier into his house and provided him with medical aid. He was in danger from that moment. Soon his servants left him. Dr. Sadao saw that the soldier was getting well and absolutely all right. Once his patient was no more in need of him, the doctor turned out to be his assassin, conspiring to kill him in his sleep. He informed the general of the American and the general promised he would send his private men to kill the American. Sadao awaited the American's death every morning, but to his gloom, the man was still alive, healthier and posing danger to him. At this point, Sadao becomes the real man in him, a true human being who realizes the essential worth of human life and universal brotherhood. He thinks beyond countries and continents and races and wars. He finds no reason to believe that the American is his enemy. Sadao rescues the American, thus Sadao rises above narrow prejudices and acts in a truly humanitarian way. So, this is the summary of the chapter in which all the description has been given that what all incidents happened and how Sadao at last helped the American prisoner to get out of the problem, how he should be escaped from the Japanese. Now we will see the character sketch of the main character, that is Dr. Sadao. His full name was Dr. Sadao Hoki. He is the main protagonist of the story. And Hannah's husband. He is a skilled surgeon educated in America. Sadao is wholly responsible for saving the life of Tom, who is the American prisoner of war who washes up on the beach alongside Sadao and Hannah's isolated home on the Japanese coast. Sadao is an emotionally complex character. He was an emotionally complex character, and how we can say that? We can say that because he struggles to come to terms with his inexplicable impulse to save the prisoner, who is supposedly the enemy, and his staunch patriotism. So he was in the boat who was sailing in between the dilemma whether he should save the prisoner or he should not save the prisoner. Being a doctor, it is his whole soul responsibility to save a person who is dying. But Japanese patriotism was overpowering it, and who was asking him not to save the prisoner or the enemy to whom he want to save. However, the story suggests that the reason he held the prisoner of war, putting his and his household safety on the line in doing so, is because of the latent human impulse to be good and kind. Alongside his nationalism, Sadao is also a proponent of traditional Japanese gender roles, requiring his wife to be a meek, subservient housewife who tends to the servants and follows Sadao's orders unflinchingly. Even though the couple met at college in America, Hannah generally conforms to this role gladly and seems to value Japanese customs. Despite upholding strict gender roles, with Sadao often coming across as cold and domineering, the couple appears to be genuinely and tenderly love one another. Even if those feelings are largely unspoken, many of the decisions Sadao makes about how to deal with Tom stem from Sadao wanting to reduce his wife's severe anxiety at housing the prisoner. So this was the main characteristics of the character Dr. Sadao. Now we will go through the another characteristics, that is of Hannah. Hannah is Dr. Sadao Hockey's wife. The couple met at a university in America, but waited to fall in love until their parents back in Japan could properly approve of and arrange the marriage. Hannah shows a deep love for Japanese custom and the old way of living, which can be seen by the traditional house, the decoration and the ambience of the house, which has been discussed in the chapter. She largely bends to Sadao's will, often without resentment, and upholds him as the head of the household. She used to listen the decisions of the Sadao, and she used to follow them without any disputes. Even though if she is not liking it, if she is having a dispute, she is not going to tell anything. She is just following the head of the family or the head of the household, that is Dr. Sadao. Hannah's main task is overseeing the servants, who in turn tend to her household and children, and ensuring that her husband is always fed first and taken care of. Although she appears less overtly racist than her husband, she is also more afraid of going against the culture grained by saving the white man, that is the prisoner of war. Tom, that is the American prisoner, makes her uncomfortable and anxious both because of his Americanness and because his presence poses a severe threat to her and Sadao's safety, given that aiding a prisoner of war and political enemy is against the law. So she is always scared, and when the officer come over there to call Sadao to take care of to come and visit General, she was too much scared. She became white because of the fear. So all these things shows that she was too scared because she does not want that she or her husband should be in problem along with the children, because they were aiding a political enemy. They were giving support to the prisoner of war. Hannah, like Sadao, demonstrates the human impulse to be altruistic and take care of fellow humans, but also shows how racial prejudice and nationalism can overpower such thinking. So she was also of the same thinking that they should not give help to the prisoner, but later on the humanitarian ground, on the humanitarian ground, or we can say the kindness overpowered them and they helped the prisoner. So that this much we have seen the theme of the chapter, we have seen the setting of the chapter, we have seen the summary, the detailed summary of the chapter along with the character sketch of Dr. Sadao and Hannah. So this much for this chapter. Thank you. Have a